here's the other thing, and I just want to digress while I still got you. The Argonauts in their home opener had 5,000 people.
Well, remember, it was a preseason opener.
But it's
for
still,
one.
It's
not good. it's not good. There was no one there.
Whoa. When I was a kid, you know who introduced me to the Toronto Argonauts? Dominion. Because when we were kids, my mother shopped in Dominion, my sister worked at Dominion, and we got to go to all the games because of Dominion, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember how crazy it was and how packed it was, the Argonauts. And I just don't get what's happened to the fan bases. It got older. I mean, it is the cheapest form of entertainment that you can get.
Yeah, I need a lot of time to talk about this because I work for Bell and we own the Argos and I have a lot to say about it. But I'll make it short. Toronto, unfortunately, right now does not care about the CFL. It's a big market city. They would support the NFL if it was here, but Toronto just doesn't have that passion for the CFL, and it really is a shame because I love the CFL and I love the Argos. I go to games I went to 4 of their home games last year and the Grey Cup. So, I'm the minority, unfortunately, because I do love the league.
I sponsored the Toronto Argonauts for 4 years. For 4 years, I sponsored them. Yep. I sponsored them when they won the Grey Cup with Don Matthews.
Pinball '91, right, with Doug Ian.
With when Keith Kelly was there and Pinball was coaching, right?
Yeah.
I've been a big supporter of the Argonauts, and it feels to me like the city, the relationship between the fans and the team, there's none there. And you know that everything in life is hype. Like right now, the best promotion I have seen for Father's Day for a professional sports team is the one with the Blue Jays.
What's that promotion?
Well, you bring your dad gets an apron, for barbecue.
It's the fire up Philly promotion. Everyone gets a Philly apron.
But it's like, there's no relationship. When Bruce McNall and God rest his soul, John Candy and Gretzky got together and decided to buy the Argonauts, right?
Yep.
I have never seen a professional team get so hyped up and so become so relevant in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other thing, Frank. They were good and they were winning, and Toronto supports winners. They won back to.
No, they don't. The back to theory with the Leafs doesn't work.
Well, because the Leafs are the exception to that rule. But if the Jays aren't very good and the Jays are below 500, they'll get 20,000 people that did it for 15 years.